Okay, hi. Sorry, my dog is a little bit kind of all up in my grill right now. But anyway, so I wanted to do a quick week 4 update on my keto diet. I have a rule about weighing and measuring myself when I'm on my period, and the rule is that I don't. Um, If you're a woman, you probably experience the same thing I do, usually bloating. And I mean, it's just not a good idea to weigh yourself when you're on your period. You tend to be about anywhere from like 2 to 6 pounds heavier than you would be when you're not on your period. So I didn't weigh myself, which is kind of not sad, but it kind of sucks because I couldn't weigh myself last week either because I was in Europe. I'm back. So I'm super excited to be back home. I came back on Friday, and I don't think I mentioned this last time, but I am in the process of selling my condo and buying a new home. So it's all really exciting, but it's all really stressful as well. So we have been packing up this place and kind of getting it ready for pictures and for an open house. So, um, yeah, all in all, that's going pretty well. um, my dog, the only reason he's in my face today is because we've literally just been running around the house all day, packing and cleaning, and which means that we did not spend time petting him and cuddling with him. So he's definitely like in need of attention right now. Anyway, my last week was in Europe and it wasn't bad, but it was hard because I definitely kicked myself out of keto. And I think I talked about that as well the last time. Um, I did my best to stay fairly low carb, and I was generally in the range of anywhere from 50 to 70 grams of carbs a day, which isn't horrible, but obviously it's not great either, and it certainly does kick me out of keto as well. And when I say 50 to 70 grams, I mean like grams, not net carbs. So my net carbs might have been closer to under 50, but still, let me see. Oh, one of the things I also wanted to mention is, and I meant to talk about this last time as well when I was talking about like what my plans are after I lose my 30 pounds or whatever. But I definitely don't think I know people are really crazy about the keto diet and they love it, and I don't think it's a bad diet or a lifestyle or whatever you want to call it or a way to eat. But just personally for me, it would not be something I could maintain for the rest of my life. Um, so for sure, I definitely want to do a low carb, but it will not be as strict as keto. If you read up on the keto diet itself, it basically says that you should try to be as low as possible, but don't eat more than 20 to 25 grams of net carbs or more than 50 grams of carbs. So if you're not familiar with net carbs is, if you're using an app to track your food, like MyFitnessPal or Carb Manager, you would take your total grams of carbs you've eaten that day and then subtract your fiber, and that will be your net carbs. So, for example, if you consumed 40 grams of carbs and your fiber intake was 15 grams, your total of net carbs for the day would be 25. So, like I said, if that's something that you want to keep track of, you can. I know some people do something called lazy keto where they don't really keep track of their foods. I can't really do that, primarily because I need to track my food and my calorie intake. And I also want to keep track of my cholesterol as well as my sodium intake. I really don't want to drive my cholesterol up, so I try to eat the recommended below 300 milligrams of cholesterol a day, and then below 2,500 milligrams of sodium a day. So those are generally my overall goals. I don't really have a caloric goal. Like I said before, I pretty much just eat when I'm hungry, and when I'm not hungry, I don't eat. I do, of course, have my meal plans, and for the most part, I do a pretty good job following them. Um, I will say, in terms of portion control, I have been eating less. So today for dinner, for example, I made a chicken cutlet and I baked it. And I had a side of cauliflower rice and steamed broccoli. And so, like my steamed broccoli, for example, I probably had 5 pieces. And then I had about a quarter cup of cauliflower rice. And I actually cut the chicken breast in half lengthwise. And so I only had half of a chicken breast, so about 2 to 3 ounces of protein. Um, so yeah, my intake has definitely been less in terms of food, which is good because I mean, it means I'm eating less, and then of course my calorie intake is less. I did not. My workout was pretty good last week. I didn't work out on Friday, which is when I came back. I worked out on Saturday, I think, and then today is Sunday, and I didn't work out today. Like I said, I primarily didn't work out because I was literally since I've been up, all I've been doing is cleaning and packing up the house. I also did wake up quite late because I'm still a little jet lagged from my trip back. Um, yeah, other than that, it's been a pretty good week, I think. Nothing feels different in the sense of clothes, I don't think. I do think that I have lost weight, even though I haven't been able to weigh myself in 2 weeks, which is fine. Um, but yeah, so hopefully after week 5, which I'll be starting today, um, hopefully after week 5, we'll see where I'm at. I know a lot of people get a little freaked out if they don't gain or if they don't lose weight or if they gain weight. And I guess my comment to that would be don't weigh yourself every day and just keep trying to do your best every day. I mean, that's all you can really do. And if you do what I did, right, which is fall off of the ketosis for whatever reason, like if you're traveling like I was, or you splurge or have a cheat day or whatever, just kind of watch what you're eating. I mean, in real life, that's kind of what you have to do if you're not trying to do a diet, right? You're just trying to live normally. Um, I guess that's kind of it for today. I'm actually quite tired. So I am gonna sign off now. But as usual, have any, if you want to see what I ate, maybe last week's not a super great example because I was traveling, so I was eating in restaurants. Um, that being said, I did list all the restaurants that I ate at, and I'll actually add a link to that as well. So if you're ever in Sweden, specifically in Gothenburg, and you're wondering where you should eat, I think I posted at least 9 or 10 different restaurants that are pretty good to go to that you should give a try if you happen to be in Gothenburg. Um, Other than that, I will do another weekly update for next week, but this is my ketogenic diet weekly update for. All right, see you guys later.